Gardening is one of the most rebellious things a person can do in the modern world because it quietly rejects dependence, speed, waste, and artificial living in favor of patience, self-reliance, and connection to the earth. In a society built around convenience, instant gratification, and endless consumption, the act of putting seeds into soil and waiting weeks or months for results feels almost radical. A garden refuses the logic that everything must be fast, disposable, and purchased from a store. Instead, it says that life can still be created slowly by human hands. Every tomato vine climbing a cage, every pepper plant pushing through dark soil, and every row of beans stretching toward the sun becomes a statement that people do not have to be completely controlled by corporations, supply chains, or digital life. Gardening teaches independence in a way few hobbies can. When someone grows food, even in a small backyard or a couple of buckets on a porch, they are reclaiming a tiny piece of autonomy. They are proving they can provide for themselves instead of relying entirely on systems that often prioritize profit over health or quality. There is rebellion in learning old knowledge that modern culture has forgotten. Composting scraps instead of throwing them away, saving seeds instead of buying everything new, understanding seasons instead of ignoring nature altogether. Gardening also rebels against the idea that productivity is only measured in money. A garden demands work that cannot be rushed, monetized easily, or optimized by an app. It forces people to slow down and pay attention. You cannot bully a cucumber into growing faster. You cannot yell at the weather and make rain appear. The garden humbles people while also empowering them, reminding them that humans are still connected to cycles much older than technology or capitalism. In many ways, gardening is a protest against hopelessness. Planting something is an act of belief in the future. It says tomorrow matters enough to prepare for. Even during difficult times in history, from war gardens to Depression-era farms, people turned to gardening because it restored dignity, purpose, and survival. Today, when many people feel disconnected from nature, isolated from community, and overwhelmed by constant noise online, gardening becomes a form of resistance against that emptiness. Dirt under the fingernails becomes more honest than endless scrolling. Watching bees move through flowers becomes more real than curated social media feeds. A gardener learns that life depends on balance, patience, and care, rather than outrage and consumption. That mindset itself is rebellious because it refuses to may look peaceful on the surface, but underneath it is a quiet revolution, one seed at a time.